This is the AI News Flash for July 29th, 3 p.m. UTC. First up, the U.S. Department of Energy announced on Wednesday that it has selected the Paducah site in Kentucky for a large-scale campus dedicated to AI and high-performance computing. The privately funded investment exceeds $100 billion. The data center campus will carry 1.8 gigawatts of capacity, paired with 2 gigawatts of new natural gas generation and up to 2.6 gigawatts of battery storage on site. Brookfield will develop and operate the data center campus, while NextEra Energy will build and own the energy infrastructure. Big Rivers Electric and Jackson Purchase Energy Cooperative will handle wholesale and retail power service. The project is expected to create roughly 8,000 construction jobs and 600 permanent positions, with completion targeted for 2031. A former federal uranium enrichment site is being converted into an AI compute hub that carries its own power supply. Next, nearly a dozen record companies, including the big three of Universal, Sony, and Warner, have called on global music chart companies to adopt rules that disqualify AI-generated songs from their rankings. They are asking for 3 conditions. The use of AI must be properly authorized and lawful. The track must be substantially human-created, and there must be no evidence of streaming fraud or chart manipulation. Tracks failing those tests would be excluded. In their statement, the label said many generative AI tracks were built with tools trained on artists' music without authorization, and that these tracks are commonly associated with streaming fraud. The backdrop is data published by the streaming service Deezer in April, showing that 44% of newly uploaded music was AI-generated. Because roughly 1,000 sales can place a track on digital sales charts, even small-scale manipulation can move the rankings. Third, a losing bidder has sued the U.S. government in the Court of Federal Claims, alleging that hallucinations from an AI evaluation tool distorted the review of a $449 million Army contract.
The plaintiff is Trax International. The contract covers mission services at White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. Trax bid $420 million, but Southwest Range Services won the award at $449 million.
The complaint alleges the Army's AI tool created a false appearance that the rival bid was technically stronger while making Trax look weaker. One weakness assigned to Trax had no documentary support, which the filing describes as a classic AI hallucination with made-up references that evaluators never verified. The complaint also says the record does not make clear whether the technical findings came from Army evaluators or from the AI system itself. Accountability for AI embedded in federal procurement reviews is now heading straight into court. Fourth, Silicon Valley Optical interconnect startup Eliyan has closed a $145 million Series C, reaching a $1 billion valuation and unicorn status. Seligman Ventures led the round, with Cisco Ventures and Lumentum also participating. The company targets the connectivity bottleneck that grows as clusters of AI accelerators get larger. Existing chip interconnects simply lack the bandwidth needed to feed those enormous clusters. Eliyan builds die-to-die, chip-to-chip, and rack-to-rack chiplet interconnects. Initial chiplet shipments are expected this year, with the company forecasting hundreds of millions of dollars in sales by the end of 2027. Money keeps flowing not to the GPUs themselves, but to the wiring that links them.
And finally, Swedish legal AI company Legora announced on July 29th that it is acquiring Wexler, a London-based litigation startup. This is Legora's 5th acquisition this year. Wexler runs what is called a fact intelligence platform, using large language models to extract and organize the key facts a litigation team needs from large volumes of documents. Founded in January 2023 by Gregory Mostin and Kush Madlani, the company grew to a team of 18, built a client base across Europe and the United States, expanded revenue 8-fold year-on-year, and posted net revenue retention above 400%. Wexler's engineering group will become the founding team of Legora's new London engineering hub. After contract review, the legal AI market is now consolidating around the automation of litigation work. That's all for this AI News Flash.